Alright, so let's see how this worked out. Alright everybody, so in last week's video, we put the snail trap into the tank. That's been a week for you. It's only been 24 hours for me, but we're going to go ahead and check the trap and see how it did. Alright guys, so as you can see, the snail trap has been a success. There's got to be at least 100 snails in there. I'll be sorting through some of those later on for some puffer food. I think there's even at least one shrimp in there too, so he'll get sorted out of there. But I'll go ahead and clean out this trap. I will reset it and see if I can get any more snails in there and really reduce the population down while I'm at it. Alright, so that's not a pretty bad catch, if I do say so myself. There are at least 2 shrimp in there, but that's okay. I can go ahead and just pop those back into the tank. And like I said, these snails, I'll use them as puffer food. And I'll go ahead and rebait the trap and go ahead and stick it back in the tank and see how many more I can get. Alright, and since last time I went with the treat tablets, I figure I'll experiment with this this time and go ahead and use the veggie tablets. See if they have the same results to catching the snails. Alright, so unfortunately this time it was a flop. This is actually only about 2 hours after I put the trap back in the tank. And apparently the male and larger female Episto liked the treat tab I put in there. So they were in there, so I had to go ahead and get them out. And I guess in the fuss of them being in there, they managed to shake all the pellet out of the trap. So I put it back in there, but I don't think we're going to get much out of it today. All of the pellets on the outside of the trap, so I doubt any snails are going to go in there. And I don't really want to bomb the tank with another pellet, so I'm going to let it sit. And we will, I guess, try this another day, and hopefully the Epistos won't get in there again. I think maybe what I'll do is block the entrance with some more leaf litter the next time. And maybe that'll keep them out. I think this time I didn't put as much as I did the first time. And while we're looking at this tank, check out the roots on these dwarf peace lilies. They are really starting to look amazing over here. And the little Farlowella juveniles are even enjoying them. I'm not sure if you can see it there. I'll put an arrow on the screen right there. And they're hanging out at the base of them and munching off of them. So that is going good for this tank. Alright, so I just got home today and I figured let's check in on the Farlowella, see how they're doing. It looks like the eggs are pretty much ready to hatch. It looks like at least a couple of them hatched already. But I decided that this batch I will leave at this tank, especially with all the leaf litter in here. I figured we would give this one a shot, see if any survive in this tank. Like I said, there's plenty of leaf litter, so there's plenty of biofilm for the fry to eat. And just want to see if, you know, they survive, they can survive along with all the tetras and everything in here. Be just an interesting experiment. I'm sure I'll get them to spawn again, and maybe the next batch I'll keep. But right now, I'm just not in a place where I can raise these fry up in a tank without any other fish. So we'll see how that goes. Alright everyone, so it is now Saturday. It is water change day. The Farlowella have all hatched. They are now all spread around the tank. I did see a few of them go down into the leaf litter in the mulm, down at the bottom. But now they're pretty much all hiding. I don't know if I'll see them ever again. I don't know if any of them will get picked off. But I figured with all the woodwork in here, it would make a good experiment right now to see how they fare in this tank with all these tetras and the rams and the puffer. So we'll see how that goes. The Bolivian ram are still doing good. The fry, I should say. There's that one down there. They're really big now. They're almost half an inch. Almost can't even call them fry anymore. They're pretty much juveniles at this point. But lo and behold, the parents are back at it. If you can see, they kind of went under the veil of a leaf this time. I guess they wanted a little bit of privacy, but I guess I'm not going to give it to them. They've laid a new batch of eggs there. So we'll just let those be. Doing the water change today shouldn't disturb them at all. But that's pretty much it. And before I end today's video, I did want to show you guys the Paludarium here. All the Altalanthera reinecki is getting huge. I actually just trimmed it down because it was starting to hit the top. But all the plants are doing great in here. And I also wanted to show you the creeping oak leaf ficus I have in here. You can see it's kind of making its way under the trim of the tank, but it's also been escaping throughout the top. I've got some here. Let's see if I can dim that right. Got some more back there, and then if I keep going, you can see it's coming up. Now I've been usually trimming it to keep it, in the tank, but I think I'm gonna let it grow out a little bit just to see what it does. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you liked seeing all the snails I caught out of this tank, especially. The puffers are certainly enjoying it, or I should say the puffer is enjoying it. But as always, thanks for watching. Comment down below, hit that like button, and remember to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next video.